All right, there's just a crazy story that was posted. Kyle Posey of Niners Nation put it out there, and I saw this, and I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. I saw a title. I'm like, is this clickbait? And it was Brock Purdy was always going to be the 49ers starter this season, ... unless. And I'm like, what are we even talking about here? Like, what are we talking about here? And you even just saw it right there. If you're not, we're going to talk about this, but if you are not familiar with this channel, we are Detroit Lions fans, but we also started a second channel. We first had Sports Talk Detroit, then Sports Talk Extra, and we were doing mostly videos on Browns, Texans, Niners, and we're like, you know what? The 49ers need their own channel. Let's give them their own channel. So that's exactly what we did with this one. And now we are sitting here. We're on our way to 1,000 subs, and we are enjoying bringing you 49ers content all on our own. I think we had done like 10 or 11 videos under extra as well, but we moved it over to here. And this story to me is just nuts. And so if you go down here, Nick Wagner wrote a terrific piece highlighting Purdy's journey from backup to starter. But in the article, he points out that there's one quarterback, Kyle Shanahan, could take Purdy's spot. And here's the question. Like, was this real? Like, did this ever actually happen? Early in the offseason, Niners coach Kyle Shanahan sat down with Purdy and assured him. He told him, you are our starter. If you are healthy, you will be the starter. Unless Tom Brady wanted to play one more season for his hometown Niners. What? So you're telling me this means this is crazy on multiple levels. So first, let's just hit the Brady part out of it, and then we're going to talk about what it means in other ways. So you're telling me, and this is what I love about Kyle Shanahan. He's like, he thinks about all possibilities. He's outside the box. He's like, unless Tom Brady wants to come out of retirement and come and play for us, you're going to be our starter. We would take Tom Brady if he wanted to stay here. And maybe that was him wishing they had gotten Tom Brady a few years ago. But Purdy understood the logic, but there was this competitor in him that bubbled under the logic. And this is what, under the surface, this is what I love. He said, that meant so much to me, Purdy said. I remember saying, if we can get Tom Brady, we're going to try and get him. And I was like, yeah, he's the GOAT. I get it. But something deep down inside of me was sort of like, dude, I just showed you that I can play well in this system, and we were one game away from the Super Bowl. By the way, if not for his injury, they probably were in the Super Bowl. More than anything, I was like, okay, now let's go. So he didn't sulk. He didn't pout, anything like that. He was like, let's go. I want to prove how good I am. But what I think is great about this is that it showed that from the beginning, it was Brock Purdy. There was no shot of this Trey Lance coming out there, no shot of the Sam Darnold, resurrected, like all this talent. He was at number, 1 or 2 overall pick, 3 over. I don't know what he was exactly of the Jets. I know he was top 5. And like none of this, Sam Darnold's back and he's more talented. And when we put him in our system, he's going to be any better. None of that. It was, I'm confident in you. And that's what I love about this team. They know what they know. And Shanahan doesn't seem to care what anybody else says. Like, he knows what he wants to do. He brings in Brian Griese, who has done just a phenomenal job with Purdy, and Purdy has gone from this kind of like, I can play well in this system guy to, no, I'm a very good NFL quarterback. I have one of the fastest processors in the game. Will he make unique throws every once in a while? Sure he will. Every quarterback does. But he's accurate enough. His arm strength is enough. He's elusive enough. He is a good enough improviser. Like, all of these things make him an extremely well-rounded quarterback. But here's the question I have for you. Where would the 49ers be right now if they had Tom Brady? Would Tom Brady have put up the numbers in this offense that Brock Purdy did this year? Would the 49ers be the undisputed number 1 seed and even being able to rest their starters in the final week like they did this year? Would this be a better team with Tom Brady or a worse team? I know that's a crazy question to say Brock Purdy or Tom Brady. But when you say Brock Purdy or 46-year-old Tom Brady, it has a little different ring to it. Now, Tom was still being able to play well, and he was kind of proving that. But he can't do a lot of the things that Brock Purdy can. right? Like one of the things that made Tom Brady so great are the things that make Brock Purdy great. It wasn't his arm strength. It was his ability to read and react to defenses. It was his ability to have very good accuracy with the football. It was a quick release. And Brock Purdy, is he as accurate as Tom was? No. His ball is not as accurate as Tom's was. Is his release as quick? No. Nobody has a quicker release, right? Like Tom's was shockingly quick. But they're not that far off. And then when you add the mobility of Brock Purdy into it and improvisation, it's not bad. So anyways, I just kind of wanted to share this. I thought it was a fun story. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hey, if you like this content, we make 49ers videos every day. We want to be your go-to source for the Niners through this playoff run that hopefully ends in one place. And then we will be here giving you unique stories all off season, tracking coaching changes because, hey, there's already people that are trying to poach from you. All right. Tracking coaching changes, tracking free agency, tracking the draft, tracking all the little things that the national media is not going to cover. So make sure you stick with us. If you want to see all those, hit the like button, hit subscribe so you get notifications, and see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.